Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of our emoji mask assignment. So now that our paper mache has dried around our balloon, we are going to pop it, draw a line going from one end to the other, estimate the half point now, and then you're going to cut it in half. Because I didn't go all the way down to the base of my balloon, I had these wings that I decided to cut off so my paper mache would look more rounded. I chose these two emojis as my examples and I'm about to start painting. So I start off with my acrylic yellow and notice that the newsprint was showing below the paint and I didn't like it at all. So I mixed some white and some yellow, and the white actually acted like a primer. So it blocked out the newsprint. I'm also attempting to blend blue into yellow for my, I guess, under the weather, frustrated. I'm not even sure which emoji that one is. The easiest way to blend would be to overlap your colors and then use your brush briskly along the path which your paints meet. Once that layer dried, I noticed that it wasn't the correct color yellow. So I wanted a deeper yellow. I decided to paint it over with the correct yellow. And I also was observing the highlight at the top of the smiley's head. The entire smiley is not yellow. There's actually a shadow around the chin area. And at the top by the forehead, if we want to call it that, there is a white circle or a white aura. So I'm using white paint and blending it into my wet yellow to create sort of a circle at the top of the smiley. That will be the top of the smiley. Once I've done that, I then go in and mix a bit of brown and orange, and I use that at the side and I blend that into the sides in order to create a shadow similar to what we're seeing in the picture below. So again, anytime you want to blend something out, sometimes you can just touch your paintbrush in water and you keep going over that area repeatedly until it blends. So again, I'm repeating the process by adding some of the deeper yellow to my frustrated under the weather smiley. I really don't know. What is a smiley? Is he tired? What is he? Anyway, so I'm trying to make sure that my yellows are a bit closer because the previous yellow was too light. And again, I am blending by going over that middle point and letting some of that yellow cross over onto the blue and disappear. Again, I mix a bit of the orange and the brown in order to create that depth. I want to create the illusion that there's a shadow going around the side of the smiley because we don't want our smiley to look flat at all. And I'm blending it out by repeating those brush strokes rapidly. Now, I'm going to attend to the blue again. So the previous blue wasn't bright enough, so I used some acrylic blue and I touched up that blue area, and again I'm going in with my white over my wet blue and I'm going in a circular motion because I'm trying to create that halo effect of light coming from above onto the forehead of the emoji. So I'm blending it out, just going over the perimeter with quick brush strokes until it disappears. I go back in with a bit of the dark blue just to enhance the blending. And once I'm satisfied, I stop. Set it aside to dry. Now we're moving on to the actual smiley face. Now notice how close the features are, guys, and notice how much space is around the features. And when I say features, I mean the eyes and the mouth. The eyes and the mouth are close together. The eyes are close together, and the eyes and the mouth are close together. So I am painting those in with brown. Notice that they are not black. They are actually brown with a slight shadow around parts of it to create depth. Notice that these emojis are not flat. They are not flat, even though they are very, very simple. So I'm filling in the mouth with my dark brown, and then I'm going to mix some brown and black. And I'm going to use that brown and black as my shadow, because anything we put a darker color to recedes or goes backwards and creates the illusion of depth. So I'm adding in my shadows in the eyes. Shadows make things look fancy. And I'm now creating my teardrop. And I'm making sure here that it is in proportion to my smiley. So I was holding it up against the smiley to make sure it was the correct size. So I'm going also back to my frustrated smiley, and I'm now drawing his features, which is a downturned mouth, that exasperated expression, and his upturned eyebrows. Again, painting in the eyes and the mouth with dark brown. It's not black. And I'm going to finish it off with my shadows. And again, I mix my shadows using dark brown and a touch of black. For the eyebrows, I'm using a bit of the black and brown, the same one that I use for the shadows. And notice that the bottom of the eyebrows are thicker than the top. So going in with my shadows and finishing up so I can start working on my teardrops. So here I am putting in my sort of mid-tone that will also double as a shadow. I'm using blue and white. I'm leaving it darker because I'm about to mix some lighter colors to create highlights that will go on top of this darker blue. Once my base is laid down, I mix blue and even more white in order to get a lighter shade. Well, not a shade, a lighter tint. And I do that going toward the middle and at the bottom. I'm paying attention to my picture in the top right hand corner. That is showing me where I need to position my details. So I'm going in with even more of a highlight. So I mixed even more white with my blue. Lastly, I dip my brush in white and I use that as the brightest highlight. Then I cut it out. And I position where I need my teardrops. I take my glue gun, apply some glue, and I position my teardrop in the correct position for each smiley emoji. Yeah. Right, so now that that's done, we're almost finished, y'all. We're almost finished. The last thing we need to do is we need to give it the ability to hang. Now, even though it's a mask, it's not one of those masks meant to be put on your face. You can use a bit of wire or you can use string, whatever you have available. Attach it at the back and hang it on your wall. And this is the finished product, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing what you produce. Take your time so you can be proud of the finished product. Bye for now.